There's a third voice in this book, and I want to talk about her for a minute. We have a classmate named Giovanna De Sante Medina, who we went to junior high school together, but we had never met. You had never met her, I had never met her, but she was a great editor. And when I first started with this book, I was in contact with Giovanna and I said, Gio, I need you to just tell me if this book resonates. Please, don't do any editing. I respect your 30 years as a great editor, but just tell me if it resonates. And she wrote me back and said, I am so moved by this story, I want to be involved. And so she took on the task of editing the book, making our words sound better and make sense. And then most important, at the end of the book, we had our final thoughts where Glenn, Giovanna, and myself wrote our final thoughts about the book and how it impacted us in the writing. Glenn, now that the book is done and the movie script is finished, what are your passions and what are your goals now?
My passions have always been working with kids. I think as important as that, one of my goals would be to wake up one day and not to have to suffer from depression. Every day I wake up, I wonder why. So that's my ultimate goal, is one day to wake up and not have to think about suicide.
So I was asked, how did I go about writing this book? And I'd never written a collaborative book like this before. Most of my business books were research, and my other books were sort of nonfiction. But this was the first collaborative effort that I had done. And what Glenn had done, he had kept notes through his journey, and I was able to take those notes. And then he dictated into his phone and created more content. And then we had a fascinating experience where we went and got a hold of a genealogist who found out all of Glenn's background and discovered family that he didn't realize he had. And that's when it became exciting. So Glenn, now that the book's done, what is it that you want readers to get out of this book?
That they can make it. Depression may never go away, but there are avenues to deal with it. Keep a journal. Keep a journal of your thoughts. That's better than talking to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. It's better than drugs. And that's basically what this book has done for me. It's been my journal. And for now, I've gotten through a whole lot of days that I'm not sure I would have gotten through